The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated.
Disney doesn't seem bothered by Rachel Zegler's sudden fall from grace, even though she was once their shining star. After her breakout role in West Side Story, she landed the lead in Disney's upcoming Snow White, and everyone thought she was on the path to fame. But as controversy started to swirl, her image began to tarnish, and Disney didn't rush to her defense. What could make them quietly watch her stumble? Let's explore why Disney is more than okay with Rachel Zegler's unexpected downfall and how it will affect her life. Rachel Zegler's unexpected rise. Once, Rachel Zegler was just like any other teen. She loved singing and often posted her performances on YouTube. Besides that, she was also active in her high school's theater group, just dreaming about making it big one day. Her life took a dramatic turn when she decided to try out for a big role in a famous director's movie. Rachel auditioned for the part of Maria in Steven Spielberg's new version of West Side Story. This was no small deal. The competition was intense, with thousands of other hopefuls aiming for the same spot, but Rachel stood out. Thanks to her incredible voice and natural acting skills, she won the role. Before we go deeper, it's obvious that Rachel's story took a turn far more dramatic than anyone expected, and what happens next will truly leave you speechless. Her acting in West Side Story was simply stunning. Critics and audiences alike praised her as one of the best parts of the movie. Almost overnight, Rachel went from being relatively unknown to a hot new star in Hollywood. Everyone was talking about her, and it wasn't long before a big company like Disney took notice. They saw her talent and quickly offered her the lead role in their upcoming live-action movie, Snow White, which was a huge opportunity. It looked like Rachel was on her way to becoming a superstar. With her new role, her fan base grew. People were excited to see her bring Snow White to life, and experts in the movie industry predicted she would have a brilliant career. She seemed to have everything: talent, beauty, and the backing of one of the biggest names in entertainment. However, things started to change. The first signs of trouble came from a few interviews and posts on social media that didn't go over well with her fans. For instance, Rachel talked about her Snow White role and made some comments about the old Snow White movie. She said it was outdated and even suggested she wasn't a fan of the original story. Many Disney fans who had grown up loving the classic movie felt insulted by her words. To them, Snow White was a timeless piece, and hearing Rachel speak like that was disappointing. Rachel also mentioned that the new Snow White would be updated. She said the character would be more modern and independent, and the story wouldn't focus much on finding a prince. This idea might sound good because it fits with today's views on strong female characters. However, the way Rachel talked about it seemed to dismiss the magic and charm of the original movie. This didn't sit well with fans who cherished the classic story. They started to feel like she was looking down on something they loved. The backlash grew as more of her comments came out. Instead of seeming grateful and excited about her role, Rachel sometimes came across as a bit too confident or even arrogant. This didn't help her image, and soon, fans began to turn against her. Negative comments, funny memes, and critical videos about her started spreading all over social media. This whole situation escalated quickly. Before anyone knew it, Rachel Zegler found herself at the center of a lot of unwanted attention for all the wrong reasons. The online world was buzzing with talk about her fall from grace. What's surprising is that Disney, a huge company known for managing its stars' images carefully, didn't step in to help her. They just watched from the sidelines, which made people wonder why they weren't trying to defend their new star. It turns out there might be some reasons why Disney chose to stay out of the mess. Maybe they thought it was better not to get involved, or perhaps they had other reasons that we don't know about. Whatever the case, it was clear that Rachel's rapid rise to fame had hit some serious bumps. Rachel Zegler wasn't just another upcoming actress anymore. Her rise and the subsequent issues had put her in the spotlight, not just as a performer, but as a topic of heated discussion about how young stars handle fame, criticism, and the pressures of Hollywood. It's a tough situation for anyone, especially someone who was living a normal teenage life not too long ago. Her story is a reminder of how quickly things can change in the world of entertainment, for better or for worse. Rachel's fame brought attention, but not all of it was good. As her words spread, Disney had to choose whether to speak up or stay quiet, and they chose a surprising path. The controversy that worked for Disney. When controversy strikes, many expect a company like Disney to leap into action to control the damage. Surprisingly, they did the opposite with the uproar surrounding Rachel Zegler. They didn't issue any statements to defend her or shift the conversation. Instead, they remained silent as if waiting for the storm to pass. And there's a strategic reason behind their approach. Disney has nearly a century of experience in the entertainment industry and has navigated through numerous scandals, so the question arises, why didn't they defend Rachel Zegler? From a business standpoint, the controversy surrounding their upcoming movie Snow White keeps the film in the public discourse. The more people discuss Rachel's comments, the more they talk about the movie. This kind of buzz is invaluable. It's essentially free marketing, and in Hollywood, that's incredibly valuable. Disney understands that the primary audience for Snow White, families and Disney enthusiasts, aren't the same people debating the issue on social media. These core viewers are less likely to be swayed by the controversy. When the movie releases, the appeal will likely be the magical live-action experience rather than any off-screen drama. It may seem counterintuitive, but controversy can be a potent marketing tool. When a topic stirs up public debate, it keeps people talking. In a world where attention is fleeting, keeping your product in the public eye is crucial. Disney is well aware of this. They've weathered many controversies before, which often ended up boosting interest in their projects. Consider the example of the live-action Beauty and the Beast. The film sparked considerable debate over a brief gay moment, leading to calls for boycotts and considerable media attention. However, the film went on to gross over $1 billion worldwide. The controversy didn't hurt its success. Instead, it drove curiosity, drawing even more viewers to theaters to see what the fuss was about. Now, with Rachel Zegler and Snow White, a similar pattern emerges. Those who might not have been initially interested in another Snow White movie are now curious because of the drama. Some want to see if Rachel's performance lives up to the hype, while others are interested in how Disney has reinterpreted the classic story for a modern audience. Rachel's controversial comments have ensured that the movie remains a hot topic, drawing attention regardless of individual opinions on the matter. Disney recognizes that the public is drawn to engaging stories, even if they involve controversy. By allowing the discussion around Rachel to unfold, they keep their movie in the spotlight, which could ultimately benefit their box office results. So why isn't Disney worried about this commotion? The answer is that Disney is much more than just one actress or one film. It's a massive brand with a robust reputation that spans various entertainment sectors, including theme parks, merchandise, TV shows, streaming platforms, and many other films. They've handled bigger controversies in the past and have always emerged stronger. It's also crucial to consider Disney's target audience for Snow White, children and families. These viewers are likely not tracking every development in online debates or celebrity interviews. When the film is released in theaters, it will be the excitement of children and the interest of families in a fun outing that will drive attendance. The specifics of the controversy are unlikely to concern them. It's just another opportunity to enjoy a new Disney movie. In essence, Disney's calm response to the controversy is not about ignoring the problem. It's about understanding their audience and the nature of public attention. They know that by not escalating the situation, they can use the ongoing discussions to keep their film relevant and appealing. This strategy reflects a deep understanding of how narratives in the media can affect a film's reception. By maintaining a neutral stance, Disney allows the narrative to develop organically, which in many cases enhances public interest in seeing the film to witness firsthand the elements causing such a stir. People thought Disney would defend Rachel, but they didn't. This silence hinted that there was more going on than just her story. Disney's plan behind the silence. Disney's approach to the controversy surrounding Rachel Zegler and Snow White is a textbook example of strategic silence. They know that engaging directly in the drama could amplify the issues rather than quell them. Their decision to stay quiet and let the discussions play out keeps Snow White in the news, serving as free promotion. Disney focuses on ensuring that the final product resonates with their key demographic, families looking for entertainment, which often remains unaffected by the fleeting storms of media controversies. This approach not only mitigates potential negative impacts, but also capitalizes on the increased visibility, possibly turning a challenging situation into a beneficial one for the film's success. Disney has a solid grasp of the ever-changing world of movie stars. Rachel Zegler is currently the star of Snow White, but she doesn't carry the whole movie by herself. There's a big group of people behind the scenes, directors, writers, animators, and costume designers, who have all worked hard to make this film come alive. Even if Rachel keeps causing a stir with her comments, Disney isn't too worried. They know the film is good enough to stand on its own. The power of the Disney brand is so strong that they can handle taking some risks and dealing with any negative reactions that might come up. They've built up a loyal group of fans over the years who are not likely to leave them just because of a controversial actress. Disney is well aware of this, and that's why they're not too stressed about letting things happen as they will. Now, this brings up a big question. What does the future hold for Rachel Zegler? Will Disney cut ties with her, or will they keep her on board? It's hard to say for sure, but if we look at what Disney has done in the past, they might just wait and see how things go. They usually don't make quick decisions, especially when it comes to the actors they've invested a lot in. Rachel is still young and has a lot of potential. This whole situation might end up being just a learning experience for her. She could get past this hurdle and go on to have a great career, just like many other actors who have faced criticism in their early days. In fact, Disney might see this as a chance to give her an opportunity to prove herself, especially if Snow White does well despite the current drama. On the other hand, if the backlash keeps up and starts to distract too much, Disney might decide to slowly reduce her role. They've moved away from other stars in the past who didn't quite fit or became too much of a hassle. But since they haven't made any drastic moves yet, it looks like they're willing to wait and see how things turn out. Disney is a giant in the entertainment industry, not because they put all their bets on one star, but because they have a broad range of projects and talents. They are always working on multiple movies, hiring a variety of stars, and developing numerous storylines. So no matter what happens with any single actor, like Rachel Zegler, Disney's operations don't hinge on one person's success or failure. They have enough going on that they can easily shift focus if needed. This approach keeps their productions moving smoothly and allows them to adapt to any situation. Disney's experience in the industry has taught them how to manage the comings and goings of many celebrities. They've watched as some actors rose to immense fame and others faded away. They've also navigated through numerous controversies that have sprung up over the years. Through every high and low, Disney has remained a dominant force in the world of movies and entertainment. The current situation with Rachel Zegler, while it might capture the headlines now, is really just a small ripple in the vast ocean of Disney's history. By choosing not to comment on every controversy and by watching quietly from the sidelines, Disney shows that it's not easily shaken by temporary dramas. This tactic not only keeps them out of the fray, but also proves their strength and stability as a brand. It's as if they know exactly how to let the situation play out to their advantage. Disney isn't just reacting to what's happening, they're thinking ahead. While people focus on Rachel, Disney's calm shows they have bigger plans. Disney's method of handling stars. Interestingly, while they stay silent, the ongoing discussions about Snow White and Rachel Zegler keep the public's attention on the movie. This scenario often brings more spotlight to the film than traditional marketing methods would, turning a potential negative into a positive outcome for Disney. Disney's lack of worry about Rachel Zegler's difficulties stems from a deep understanding of the nature of controversies. They are often fleeting. Disney knows that the storms will pass, but the magic of their brand, the excitement of their movies, and the loyalty of their fans will endure. These elements are integral to their continued success and ability to attract audiences worldwide. The true power of Disney lies in its size and the diversity of its ventures. With so many films in production, stars under contract, and new plots being developed, they can afford to take risks and face challenges head-on. Their wide array of resources allows them to keep pushing forward regardless of individual setbacks. Furthermore, Disney's strategy includes learning from each situation. Each challenge or controversy provides valuable insights that they use to refine their future projects and relationships with talent. This learning-oriented approach helps them make better decisions in managing their vast portfolio of entertainment offerings. The resilience of Disney's brand is evident in how they handle potential crises. Instead of rushing to make drastic changes, they assess the situation, gather facts, and make informed decisions. This methodical approach has helped them maintain their position at the forefront of the entertainment industry, even as they deal with public relations issues. In essence, Disney's way of dealing with controversies like Rachel Zegler's is to absorb them into their ongoing narrative. Each event, whether positive or negative, is seen as part of a larger story of their brand brand's history. By incorporating these experiences into their legacy, they turn challenges into opportunities for growth and reinforcement of their brand's strength. This is why Disney is not just surviving in the competitive entertainment landscape, they are thriving. They are not just a company that makes movies, they are a cultural phenomenon that knows how to captivate and enchant an audience. Their ability to rise above individual controversies and maintain their magic is what keeps them ahead of the curve. So why isn't Disney worried about Rachel Zegler's troubles? Because they see each challenge as a chance to demonstrate their robustness, adaptability, and the endearing appeal of their storytelling. They are confident that no matter what obstacles come their way, their brand will continue to be beloved, and their story sought after by audiences around the globe. This resilience and forward-thinking attitude are what make Disney a perennial winner. No matter the hurdles, Disney consistently emerges stronger, proving that their brand is indeed more significant than any individual or temporary challenge. Snow White's tale has been cherished for many years, holding a significant spot in our cultural backdrop. However, this narrative has come under intense examination and reinterpretation lately, especially through the viewpoint of woke culture. This modern perspective addresses critical topics like representation, gender roles, racial diversity, and power dynamics, turning Snow White's story into a platform for reflection in today's societal context. The story's roots can be traced back to the Brothers Grimm, highlighting themes of beauty, innocence, jealousy, and love. Traditionally, Snow White is portrayed as a character who passively endures the envy of a queen, jealous of her beauty. Critics of this portrayal argue that depicting Snow White as delicate and reliant on others for rescue perpetuates the outdated notion that women need protection rather than the ability to act independently. In such traditional tales, Snow White symbolizes an antiquated type of femininity where beauty and passivity are rewarded. The portrayal of the evil queen also comes under the spotlight in woke criticism. Traditionally depicted as a woman driven by vanity, power, and envy towards a younger, more beautiful individual, this characterization might reinforce negative stereotypes about women competing over superficial values. Woke critiques urge a reconsideration of this portrayal, suggesting that the queen's actions could stem from deeper societal pressures and insecurities tied to youth and beauty. Is Disney letting Rachel Zegler's fall serve a bigger purpose, or is there a hidden agenda at play? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.